Stone, light, and prayer. Across continents and centuries, there are buildings whose very stones have absorbed the voices of countless worshippers. Cathedrals and churches where the story of the Christian faith has been lived, prayed, and preserved. Today in this channel, we travel through time and across the globe to visit the top 10 oldest Christian cathedrals and ancient churches still standing today, places where history and holiness meet. Stay with us. The number one pick will beat your imagination. And now, let's begin.
Welcome to Meditations with DonMozzi, your window into the world of Christian faith, history, and inspiration. From ancient cathedrals to modern miracles, every video brings the story of God's enduring presence to life. Let's travel together through time and spirit, where faith still shines bright. Subscribe now and keep the light of knowledge and faith burning strong.
Number 10. Basilica of San Vitale, Ravenna, Italy. We begin in Ravenna, Italy, the Basilica of San Vitale, consecrated in 547. A jewel of Byzantine art, its mosaics glow like jewels in candlelight, and its octagonal plan shows how Christian architecture in the East and West met in one place. Walking its nave, you can still feel imperial-era devotion woven into every tile.
Next, Monastery of Saint Anthony, Eastern Desert, Egypt. Number 9 takes us to the desert monastic heart of Christianity, the Monastery of Saint Anthony in Egypt, established by followers of Anthony the Great around c. 356. While technically a monastery rather than a cathedral, it contains churches and communal worship spaces still used today, one of the oldest continuously active Christian monastic sites in the world. Number 8. Santa Maria Maggiore, Basilica of Saint Mary Major, Rome, Italy. Santa Maria Maggiore in Rome is one of the earliest great Marian basilicas, with foundations and mosaics dating to the 5th century and a consecration traditionally placed in the 430s. Its mosaics and majestic nave link the late antique world to the living Church of Rome today.
Next, Trier Cathedral, Cathedral of St. Peter, Trier, Germany. At 7 stands Trier Cathedral in Germany. Parts of its core date back to the early 4th century, around c. 340, when Christian communities first shaped monumental buildings out of Roman masonry. Trier's layered architecture shows the growth of European Christianity from Roman to medieval times. Number 6. Hagia Sophia, originally a cathedral, Istanbul, Turkey. Here is one of the world's great landmarks, Hagia Sophia in Istanbul, finished in 537 under Emperor Justinian. Built as a Christian cathedral and celebrated for its soaring dome, its stones trace the intense religious and cultural journeys of 2 millennia. Though its use has changed over time, the building itself remains a masterpiece of early Byzantine church architecture. Next in the lineup, Church of the Nativity, Bethlehem, original basilica, c. 327 to 339. At number 5, the Church of the Nativity in Bethlehem, the church built over the cave traditionally believed to be the birthplace of Jesus. Commissioned by Constantine and his mother Helena in the early 4th century and long used by pilgrims, its foundations and later Byzantine rebuilding make it one of the oldest continuous places of Christian worship in the world. Number 4. St. Catherine's Monastery, Mount Sinai, Egypt. St. Catherine's Monastery, founded in the 6th century and famous as the oldest Christian monastery still in operation in its original function. Its library holds priceless early manuscripts, and its walls have sheltered monks and pilgrims for 1,500 years. Next, Archbasilica of St. John Lateran, Rome, Italy. At number 3, the Archbasilica of St. John Lateran in Rome, the cathedral church of the Bishop of Rome. Consecrated in 324, Lateran is the oldest public church in Rome and has served as the mother church of Western Christendom for nearly 17 centuries. Next in the queue, Etchmiadzin Cathedral, Mother See, Vagarshapet, Armenia. At number 2, we visit Armenia's spiritual heart, Etchmiadzin Cathedral, traditionally founded around 301 to 303 after Armenia's conversion to Christianity. Often called the world's oldest cathedral, Etchmiadzin remains the mother church of the Armenian Apostolic Church and a living symbol of Christianity's deep roots in Armenia.
The Church of the Holy Sepulchre, Jerusalem. And finally at number 1, the Church of the Holy Sepulchre in Jerusalem. The church built on the site traditionally identified with Jesus' crucifixion, burial, and resurrection. Consecrated in about 335 under Constantine, this is a place where pilgrims have journeyed for nearly 17 centuries, where countless Eucharists have been celebrated, and where the heartbeat of ancient Christian worship still echoes.
These buildings are not relics of a dead past. They are living rooms of the church. They remind us that faith is both ancient and active, history in stone, prayer in motion, and people still gathering to praise across the centuries. Which cathedral moved you most? Tell us in the comments. If you enjoyed this journey through sacred architecture, support our mission. Like this video, share and subscribe to Meditations with DonMozzi so you never miss our weekly faith explorations. May grace guide your steps, may truth fill your heart, and may peace dwell with you always. Walk in peace, and may the light of these ancient places renew your faith. Until next time, remain blessed.